Colorado State Capitol building.
Yep. I'm gonna start getting trash team now.
At Mile High, here in Denver.
I just wanted to make sure everybody was on the same page. I just had to get an even team that I can beat the trash and the good teams, and that is the Buffalo Bills.
Here's the veteran Will Lutz to get us going. And off we go from Denver. Johnson now to return. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line.
You got some nice jerseys, nice and orange. Come on.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Allen gonna throw to get things going. That's taken in.
I should have been started pressing A.
Close to a 1st down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down.
Nice pitch and catch on the 1st down.
2nd and a yard. From the gun, it's Allen.
I knew it. I knew it.
It's James Cook.
I'm so glad I didn't run the ball because it would have hit me so fast. I would have lost yards.
For a 1st down. Out of the gun, here's Allen. And he can't hang on.
I had to get it out of my hands. It was moving. It was pulling up on me fast and in a hurry. And that was the closest one that I knew wouldn't get picked at the most. I just knew he was going to catch it or drop it.
Sometimes that's all it takes to lead to that incompletion. The timing is just a little off between the quarterback and his intended target, and the ball falls incomplete.
God, dang, I don't like throwing short passes like that. But God, man, he making me. Yeah, okay.
One more time going up top with Allen. And he will have the 1st down.
He keep coming, so I'm gonna keep throwing that drive fast.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
Hey.
Slot receiver headed right. Throwing again. It's Allen.
Thank you.
And he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a 1st down.
Well, I think it's pretty clear what the week's plan was, and that was to get the quarterback in a rhythm right out of the gate. You got to imagine as the game unfolds, they'll sprinkle in some runs. But so far, it's been there.
And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Amari Cooper.
Do the stanky leg. Hey, do the stanky leg. Hey, do the stanky leg.
Exactly the way they scripted this one.
Come on.
A beautiful opening drive, Greg. Able to find the end zone on the game's 1st possession.
And Mike, the word that comes to mind looking at that drive is execution, and that's exactly what they talked about all week long. They wanted to come out early in this game and establish an early rhythm, and that's exactly what they did with that touchdown drive.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Here's Tremon Smith on the return.
Somebody put him on the ground.
And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. On the ground, this is Jaleel McLaughlin.
What about to say? Come on, put it on the ground, baby. Put it on the ground.
Gets this ahead for a pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. A run now with McLaughlin. And he will keep the drive moving. Gets the 1st down. Nice gain of 5.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
Nix now on 1st and 10.
Ooh.
He'll be hit as he throws, and that
was a
one
good hit.
Incomplete.
I just wish he held on to it so it could be a sack.
That time, it'll bring up 2nd down. Working out of the gun, it's Nix.
Yes, sir. Yes,
A lot
sir.
of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
They just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that
No!
such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
13 yards on the catch there.
that
First down,
one.
Broncos.
Okay.
So a big 3rd down hookup takes us to the break. The
It's
Bills
only in
with
the
the
first.
early advantage. Greg and I back in Denver in just a moment.
Well, hit, homie. Get up. I'm going out. Hey. Come on, baby.
On 1st and 10, it's a handoff. Wait a minute, it's a reverse. He's going nowhere. Gonna lose yardage on that play.
I'm so
This
glad
is a
he
play
did.
we've seen this offense have success with in the past, but here you have to wonder if they maybe tipped their hand a bit because that one went nowhere.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
Is he really about to throw it? Or is he really about to run it? I
To
know he was
throw
about to
is Nix. The ball comes out.
I just knew it.
Fortunately, this is going to get out of bounds, so possession does
Hey,
not
bro,
change hands.
come on. Football player here.
A sigh of relief there. That was very nearly a turnover. Fortunate to see that one, Greg, get fumbled out of bounds.
And when that ball came loose, Mike, you could see the entire sideline kind of holds their breath. But they were able to take a little bit of an exhale as they saw that ball, fortunately for them, go out of bounds.
Work to do following the back. It is 3rd and long.
What are you doing?
From the shotgun, here's Nix.
No!
That one caught Devon Vele. Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough. It's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike, how well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard him.
On 4th down, here's Nix.
I swear he just be throwing bull puppy passes and getting so freaking lucky.
And he is going to have the Broncos 1st down. They pick up a big chunk of yards to boot.
Oh, big yards. That's a heck up.
2 minutes remaining. First half in a 7-0 game. Greg and I return to Denver after this.
Oh.
On 1st down, here's Nix to throw. There's a screen from McLaughlin. And they'll get about
Here you go with the
what
cheap
they
plays.
needed. It's a pickup
With the
of
cheap
5 and
plays
sets
all
up
day.
2nd and 5.
You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screenplay still in the back of their head.
He'll go left side.
I want him.
This one. And he's going to have the first down as he gets out of bounds, and he stopped the clock as well.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL, you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective.
Well, he's about to that drive. He had that touchdown so fast. I'm so glad my linemen did that and help.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play.
And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those
you keep doing cross and like slants,
can be very hard
so I can
to
get
defend.
fused and not know who to go
Give a lot
to.
of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
Oh, got him again the second time with a sack on this opening drive.
Come on now. Come on now. Hey, come on now. Hey, come on now. Hey, come on now. What?
On fourth down, the veteran Will Lutz for the Broncos field goal. This from 34 yards.
Come on.
Now the Broncos going to use the first of their timeouts. The clock is stopped with 26 seconds until the break.
You just don't want me to have the ball, do you?
It's Will Lutz to try the field goal.
You just don't want me to have the ball. That is so selfish.
This one is good.
Just let me get the ball, man.
And the Broncos are on the board just before halftime. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. Johnson now to return.
He put me on the ground,
at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over.
I said, why don't we fall in love? Come on. You want to play? Let's play, buddy.
On 1st and 10, it's Allen.
That was a good one. Let that guy let out my hands before he sacked me.
The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
Come on, let's try to see if we can hit him with his own stuff.
Hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Off-balance throw. It's complete. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield.
We've seen this quarterback show that he can beat you from both inside and now outside of the pocket. The ability to use his legs to flush out and buy time for his receivers. They uncover downfield, leads to a big pickup.
Off he goes. He'll get a dozen out of that one, scrambling his way to a first down.
Mike, anytime you're
preparing
to play a quarterback like this, the defense has to be prepared to keep him in the pocket. Once he gets out, we can see clearly why he is such a threat with his legs.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. From the gun, Josh Allen. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
That's all right, Joe.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike,
I believe
league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out front.
So we've reached halftime with the visiting Bills on top. As we send you to Orlando to check in with the coach, Jonathan Coachman. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, thanks. This one's still
I think our boy been doing so far in all these games. I've been going crazy.
In this second half, about to get started.
Where's the at?
Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. Here's Smith to return it. And stop at 25. The drive will begin there.
All right, bro. Come on now.
On the bootleg, it's Nix.
Oh, he got me. No, he did not.
He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throwaway.
That man got 3 sacks. Oh, that boy's all that, Jack. Oh my God.
Second down, Nix. Thrown left side.
Really?
Catch is made.
Really?
Well, they'll get some of the sack yards back, but it's still going to leave them with third down.
Well, so often we see quarterbacks standing in the pocket, holding it, seeing if they can create something downfield. Well, not that play. That play was simple. Snap the ball to the quarterback, spit it out into the hands of your receiver, and let's see what he can do.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. He bought as much time as he could, but he will finally be taken down.
What is he thinking?
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front, because right now their pass protection is breaking down and this quarterback's paying the price for it.
The punter remains on the sideline. They're going to line up and go for it on fourth down. Nick's going to throw for it.
No!
He's got his man.
Gosh.
Sutton.
That was not supposed to happen.
Broncos first down. They'll have it by a lot. It turns out to be a big gainer on fourth down.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that.
Arm
strength.
strength.
Timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
Good looking screenplay there. A gain of 11 and a first down. Play action now. It's Nix.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Just get rid of this.
Why didn't you just let me?
Play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
We'll try again. It's second and 10. Here's Nix to throw. That's complete.
I knocked my teammate out the way.
Oh my God.
What am I doing? Night day
Points have
journey.
certainly been hard to come by in this one today, Mike, but it seems like this drive has been what they've been searching for. A little bit of rhythm, the ability to sustain. Now they got to finish. Now they got to capitalize on these first downs and go finish with 6.
Backwards 60s.
Now to throw it here on first down.
No. Put the freaking football down.
It's incomplete.
I'm getting tired of y'all catching it.
To meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
They'll look to set up the screen here.
Over here.
8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down. Throwing is Nix.
Of course.
He finds his man.
Of course he throws it to that guy every
He's going to have
time.
the first down. They
Get
convert
alive,
on
bro.
third, and it sets up a first and goal.
Yeah. Then again, ain't it?
Mims sent in motion here. This one caught at the 4. And they'll get this down to the 3.
He's still caught.
No further.
He's still
It'll be
caught.
second and goal. Throwing. Nix.
Thank
Throw
you.
here, right side, falls incomplete.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
I guess it wasn't meant to be for this one.
2 plays at their disposal, but they'd love to get it right here on third and goal.
Come on, goddamn.
They'll throw. It's Nix.
Should have said shit. Should have said shit. Should have said shit.
Khalil McLaughlin. Touchdown, Broncos. A huge touchdown there in the fourth
was not
quarter.
good, homie.
And now just a point
was
away
not
from
good.
tying the game.
And that's one of those drives, Mike, where you know your best is needed. Can you come through here late and give your team a chance? They're an extra point away from tying this thing up, and we got ourselves a ball game.
The kick
We
is
ain't got ourselves a ball game. Let's see what we do with 3 minutes and 25 seconds on the clock.
In the fourth quarter. All even. Fourth quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? Return.
Come on.
Close to the 35-yard line. So they come to the line for
You want me to
first
score
down
fast so you
and
can
10.
score? Is that? I have a feeling that's what.
From the shotgun.
That's a
it's
plan.
Allen. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes.
They just have to be better on first down. They've got to find a way to continue to
shut
operate
up.
ahead of the
You
sticks.
freaking
And I
commentator.
don't mind throwing it on first down. That is the best down in football to attempt a pass. But if they don't protect the passer, none of it's going to matter.
He'll drop this underneath to Cook.
You trying to hurt me?
He'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down.
Well, this is a great example of the old saying, Mike. You never go broke taking a profit. And give credit to this quarterback. I know it's not the big explosive play he was looking for, but getting the ball into the hands of his running back allow him to pick up some extra yardage after the catch.
Let's go. Show him what it's hitting for. Show him what it's hitting for, baby. That's all I needed.
Defense blows a chance to get off the field.
That's all
as
I
the
needed.
offense
Getting that 2-minute
converts
warning. Let's get it.
third and 14.
Let's get in that 2-minute warning.
You get in these situations, third down, tie game, fourth quarter. I mean, this is really where your quarterback makes his money.
This is when
You're
mind
gonna
over
put
matter
your
comes
faith
in
and say,
play.
all right, what is the best play for this offense to execute? And the game really rests in the hands of your quarterback. And If he continues to come up with these third down pickups and continues to extend this drive, he's got a shot to come away the hero and win this game here late.
Slot man in motion right. They'll drop to throw. A pass caught right side by Coleman.
That was luck. I'll give it that. I'll give it that. That was luck. That was luck.
$1:54 to go.
But shoot, I ain't never said I ain't happy though about that, Josh.
Here is second and 7. Again, it's Allen to the air.
Good freaking catch!
What a play! Now a timeout, Denver. That's their second. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down. A run with Cook. And the defense all over this one. They knock him down. It'll go down as a loss of 2.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Throwing is Allen. And that one knocked away.
I should have been throwing it. I should have been throwing it, Chad. I should have been throwing that for me.
Closer in baseball, when you bring them into the game, it's all but over. It's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
The crowd cranking it up another notch before third and long. Out of the gun, here's Allen. That's taken in by Shakir. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up fourth down.
I think there's one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks.
Let's go, homie!
He got a fourth down decision to make.
And he's going to have the first down. An aggressive call there, but it works out.
And he got no timeouts? Oh, he's done. He's done. Oh, 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 oh!
They were not going to be denied.
Oh my God!
Here in the final minute of play.
When you start talking about the qualities of a top-tier back in the NFL, Mike, we don't talk about size, the ability to keep your feet, the ability to have balance at contact. But the part we don't talk enough about is patience, understanding the blocking scheme, the timing, when to hit the hole, as much as what hole to hit. I think you get what that looks like when it all comes together. He takes advantage of the scheme, and next thing you know, he hits his head on the goalpost.
Exactly what I did.
On the return, here comes Marvin Mims. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line. This is 1st and 10.
Hail Mary.
From the shotgun, here's Nick.
No!
Got it into the hands of Mims. About 15 yards to kick off the drive.
I should have.
It's a first down.
Try it again. Try it again.
These are the throws that when they evaluate young quarterbacks coming out of college, they want to see you be able to make. Everyone worries about how far you can throw the ball. And while that's certainly important, to be able to make the throws from sideline to sideline, especially in those intermediate zones, drive the ball through.
Now he's really done.
Dagger. It's intercepted. Picked off by Christian Benford. And
he's really done.
Set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Tell him to go
It's
home.
not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return.
Oh, I'm gonna be a dickhead, and I'm gonna need it.
I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers.
I'm gonna give him an opportunity. I'm gonna be one of those guys. Come on.
Some great moves on his
I ain't risking nothing.
Some of his offensive teammates.
I ain't risking a doggone thing. I ain't risking a doggone thing. Come on, boy, let's go. Beat that boy. Come on, when you concentrate. Concentrate.